Hey everyone, it's me Sherry. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I don't even know what I'm going to call it. I'm going to do like a natural spring everyday makeup. I guess that's what it's going to be. Well, it's not, I guess it's not technically natural, but it's less products that I would normally use for a full face. So we're just going to get into it. Oh, and it's all drugstore. Other than mascara, because I don't have a drugstore mascara at the time, but I'm going to let you guys know in advance if I was going to use a drugstore mascara, it would be the Lash Princess by... what's that company called? Essence. Alright, so we're going to start out today with the e.l.f. Roadie Primer, and I'm going to just... Oh, I love how silky this feels. Ooh, it's probably a little too much. Warming up my fingers. And then I'm just going to put it like where your pores would be. And I swipe and pat. That's what I do. Swipe and pat. Okay, that's more than enough because you don't want to go overboard because it will pill up on you. Okay. Alright. And I might as well prime my eyes while I'm at it. So I'm going to use the Milani Eyeshadow Primer because, like I said, I'm using all drugstore products today. And this is kind of like an everyday... Ooh, that came out a little too quick. This is something that I would wear on an everyday basis when I'm not using too much makeup. I'm sorry if the lighting's a little off. I'm trying to still play with my lighting, but it looks decent in the viewfinder, so I gotta do something with these brows, girls and boys. Star. If you hear Star barking, the windows are open today because it's nice. And she's gonna bark at stuff outside. Because that's what she does. A lot of this look I can use my fingers for too if I wanted to. I'm going to grab a baby wipe just so I can clean any excesses off my hands so I don't get products mushing in together. Okay, so I'm going to use my CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk foundation today. If anybody's wondering, I'm in the shade Porcelain, probably like the lightest shade they have. And I'm going to put some of this on the back of my hand. Now this is definitely super light coverage, so if you need a little more coverage, if you don't like very minimum coverage, you're not going to like this product. Because I find a lot of reviews too that I've seen on it, when you try to build it, it does peel up a bit. I love the smell of this stuff. You know what? Let's just rub this in with our hands. Why not? We'll go old school. And I'm not using concealer today because this is supposed to intentionally be a light look. So this is what I would do if I wanted to throw something on my face, but I was going, like, literally had to be out the door 5-10 minutes. Alright, I'm just going to take my beauty blender just to make sure. Well, it's not a beauty blender. It's Illuminate Cosmetics, I think is what it is, or Illuminati. And just make sure it's melted into the skin. And normally I wouldn't use like a dewy, because my skin used to be really oily, but where I'm getting older and I am on some medication, my skin and my hair texture changed. I'm pretty sure that's what it's due to. So it works out for me because now I can use products that I never used to be able to use. So I'm not mad at it. I just want to make sure this is all melted into my skin. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, and then normally I want to put a little bit of color on my cheeks, so I'll take this CoverGirl blush. And I'm just, again, a little goes a long way with this stuff. This is in Sweet Innocence. I've used this before on my channel. So I'm literally only going to take a dab like that, because with this, trust me, a little goes a long way. I'm going to spread this out with my finger onto my hand, and then I'm going to take the blender again, and I'm going to bounce it in. This is metallic-y too. A lot of people don't like these because they're metallic-y. I don't mind, because I find it gives you that glow if you don't overdo it. I'm just going to blend this onto my cheeks there. So all these products you can easily get at any drugstore. Like in Canada, you can't get the blush. I had to order it on Amazon because the blush wasn't available. But the rest of the products are down at Shoppers Drug Mart. If anybody is interested in these CoverGirl Clean Fresh products. And you can usually get this on sale. If you keep an eye on the flyers, you can get it on sale for like $6.99. So that's not a bad price. I'm just going to go in with a little tiny bit more. And as I said, it's always better, especially with these cream products. Might have went a little too heavy that time. I'll blend it out. With the cream products, you're always better off going in with a lighter application and then building it up. Okay, so I look pretty dewy there. If you find it's too harsh, you can still blend it out a bit. I'm just trying to have a look at it there. It doesn't look too bad to me. All right, so I do have to top it off with a powder. Actually, you know what? That doesn't feel that bad, but I am going to top it off with a powder. I don't have a cruelty-free powder. I have to use, this is the only drugstore powder that I have right now. I love this powder though. It's the, and I'm not going to just toss it. I'm going to use them up. It's the Coty Airspun powder, and I haven't used this in a minute because I've been using my Becca powder. But I just got to reach behind you guys there. I do have to powder down stuff, because if I don't, it'll be a hot mess later on. So I'm hoping I don't take away too much of the luminosity, but if I don't powder it, I'll be a greasy mess in an hour or so. So I'm just going very lightly with the powder. I'm not even using a highlight or bronzer or anything. This is basically just all I put on my face. Just lightly dust. I can add a little bit of that sparkle back in there. Oh, I guess I should put the little powder poof back in there. Okay, and then as I said, my eyes are already primed. I go very, very easily on the eyes too. So I'm going to take this little brush here, make sure there's no color on it, and I'm going to use this e.l.f. Quad in Rose Water. And I'm going to take this here MAC color here, and I'm just going to draw that into the crease basically. And don't worry if it's messy, because I'm going to go in and fix it up. I just want to define my crease a little bit. Sometimes what I like to do is I'll take the shadow and I'll kind of just dot it in like this, pat it in, and then I can worry about blending it. That works well too for me. Just to make sure it's not skipping, because I do have mature skin. So sometimes I'll just pat it like that if I find my skin is like not cooperating. And I'm basically just drawing this in my eye socket. Alright, and now I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to blend that out ever so slightly, because it's not really messy anyway. Okay, and then I'm going to take a flat shader brush as soon as I find one. There we go. And I'm going to go in with this color, the third color in the palette here, and I'm just going to put that all over my lid. Sometimes I'll use the lighter one at the end, but sometimes I can even go in with my finger and you get better pigmentation. Sometimes. But it's just supposed to be a very light. And I usually do my eyeshadow first, but with this look, it's not very dark. And I do have a little tiny bit of fallout under there, as you can see. So I'll take this fluffy brush again, and hopefully I'll be able to sweep that away with not too much fallout. So that's basically what I do. Now I'm gonna, before I put mascara on, I'm going to take this e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist. It hydrates skin and refreshes makeup with hyaluronic acid and vitamin E. So we're just gonna take some of this. I mean, hopefully, I can't remember what the spray is like on this. Hopefully it's not too aggressive. I love the smell of coconut. Anything coconut. Okay, so we're just gonna let that dry. While that's drying, I'm going to take my clean, fresh Tinted Lip Oil from CoverGirl, and this is in the color Fresh Squeezed. And we're just going to give the lips a bit of hydration and a tiny hint of color. I have to get another one of these in a more pinky shade, because you know what, that might not exactly go with the I guess I can pull it off because it is so light. If it wasn't this light, I wouldn't be able to pull it off. Okay, so as I said, I don't have a drugstore mascara, so I have to use Big Ego from Tarte. And I usually don't like to open multiple mascaras, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because even if I had a drugstore mascara on hand, I wouldn't open it because I don't like to have multiple mascaras open. And as I said, Essence Lash Princess is what I'd be using. It's my favorite drugstore mascara, so. And I didn't go really heavy with the mascara. I went pretty light on there. So that's basically it, guys. That's my fresh spring everyday makeup look. It's just very, very natural. I'll see if I can show it to you guys in better lighting. There. That's what I would do on an everyday. I should get a little table that I can set up here, because it looks like the lighting's better this way. Anyway, that is my, I know I'm wobbling this around. That is my everyday fresh makeup look. This is what I would do if I needed to be out the door quick. And it's just, it's nice. It gives me a fresh face. It evens out my complexion, gives me a little bit of color in my cheeks, a little bit on my eyes and my lips, and it's perfect. It's just the right amount of makeup for me on a day-to-day basis. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys all in my next video. Bye, everyone. Sorry, guys, I signed off, but I just want to mention, if you guys would like to see a look like this done with high-end products as well, let me know down below. All right, so now I will talk to you guys all in my next video. Bye, everyone.